Welcome to the English 102 cooking show. Today we're going to be baking pies. And you might ask, what does baking pies have to do with English? Well, I'm glad you asked, because I'm going to teach you today. So in my English 102 experience, there was a lot of talking about pie. And I like pie, so I definitely focused in on that. But I was a little disappointed to find out we never ate pie all semester. But I'm going to teach you how to bake a pie in English 102. It may not taste like you're used to, like a good apple pie or cherry pie, but I can tell you it's going to help you get a good grade. So here we are in the English 102 kitchen where we're going to be baking a pie. I want to help you out in my kitchen today to kind of illustrate to you exactly what this pie might look like in each of your paragraphs of your essay. So each of your paragraphs is going to contain pie. Is going to include all three of these letters, P, I, and E. Okay? And P is going to be the point, I is going to be the illustration, and E is going to be the explanation. So let's start with the letter P. And I want you to think about, as we're in this kitchen, I want you to think about the crust. And the crust is going to be the point. Okay, so we're going to lay a nice crust for our good pie. And our good pie is going to have a good point. So each paragraph should have a good point to it. And we should just really have one point to each paragraph. We shouldn't get too confused and too lost by making multiple points. So what you want to do is you want to clearly make your point, and then you want to add things to it. You want to have things which would be the next part, which would be the letter I. And you want to have things to illustrate your point. This is where you would draw in other facts, other sources. This is where you would do your research and you would bring things in to build on top of or to support your crust. And again, remember, crust is P, which is your point. The inside, I, the interior, is your illustration. All right, let's move on to the final part of baking our pie in English class. And for our English essay paragraph, the letter E is going to stand for explanation. If we were baking a pie, this would be the exterior. This would be the part that you see, the outside crust, okay? And this is where it's going to tie it all together. This is where it's going to bring the bottom crust, the inside, and the top all together. And we're going to have the topping. And in our English essay, we have our point, we have our illustrations, and then finally we have our explanation. And again, this is where you're going to tie in your point to the facts that you found, the sources you found, and you're going to tie it in together again with your own words to say, here was my point, here are some facts I found, here is how it all ties together. So this is going to be that chance for you to really apply your voice to your writing. So maybe I didn't help you make a good apple pie, but hopefully I helped you to make or write a good essay paragraph. So keep in mind in the future, whenever you're writing, keep pie in mind. And again, remember, P stands for point, I stands for illustration, and E stands for explanation. So go out there, bake a good apple pie, and write a good essay. Have a good day. We'll see ya. Bye. That's some good pie.